So I've had this idea for an Instagram reel for a while now, and yesterday seemed like the perfect day to try and do it. It was to clamp my camera and gimbal up there, which seems a bit scary because it's like, well, actually, I actually don't know. Let's measure it. About 12 foot. So yeah, clamping like a couple of grand's worth of camera equipment up there seems a little bit scary. So I had to think, what was I gonna use to clamp it with? Maybe I could like bolt something to the beam and create this crazy secure rig. Nope, I just used a magic arm. What could go wrong? So I'm quite a big advocate for practicing your craft. And for those of you who follow me on social media, link in the description, will know that I have a mini-series called POV, You're Practicing Your Cinematography. It does quite well, and I actually really enjoy making them. So, the first task was getting the camera up there. I needed a pretty big ladder. Now, I had a pretty vague memory that we had one in our gym loft. Now, it's not a fancy pants gym, it's a spider-infested garage that we sometimes use as a gym and sometimes for storage as well. But I am pretty sure we had one because we put up our ceiling lights. So the only issue was that I'm quite a big wimp when it comes to spiders. So the best thing for me to do was to get my best friend to come over and he'll do it for me. He's also not great with spiders, but he is a lot better than I am.
What have we got to do?
I don't know. I think this has got to come up and go that way.
Right.
And then I believe the ladder is like here. I'm just terrified. I'm just really terrified.
And let me try open it.
Really?
I'll open it, yeah.
Ooh. 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 There it is!
No!
You're doing so well. Is there any rank?
There's like stuff coming down. What about now if we get...
Like that thing over there on the wall.
Aha, yeah.
Yeah. What is that on it?
Oh! What is that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay. So once the ladder was down, we brushed it off and brought it into my living room to see if it was even tall enough. And it was. Just. Right. Okay, so I think I can do that. The next step was to climb up the ladder and see how secure the magic arm felt and whether or not I trusted it holding all of my camera gear. I managed to get it really, really tight. I felt quite confident, so I then proceeded to set up my gimbal. So why did I choose to use my gimbal when I could have just screwed my magic arm to the camera and clamped it from there? Well, it was so I could do this. Okay, I was ready to climb up the ladder with my gimbal and my camera and screw it to the magic arm. And it went really well. So I collapsed the ladder and took it out of the room. Then I realized the camera wasn't actually turned on. So then I had to bring the ladder back into the room, climb up the ladder and turn the camera on. Then I put the ladder away again. Then I realized that my camera had a battery error message.
What?
So then I had to bring the ladder back into the room, climb up and sort that out. And there was no way I was going to be doing that again. So I completely made sure everything was working fine. I really don't know why I do this to myself. So anyway, that then left us with this shot. I then proceeded to film all the content I needed to film with this setup, tearing my living room apart. There was camera gear all in my kitchen. It was an absolute nightmare. So anyway, after a few hours of faff, I then finally finished filming. So I then put everything back to normal so my girlfriend could actually use our living room. Apart from the ladder, I'll wait for my mate to come back for that one. I quickly got everything sorted so I could sit down and edit the reel. And everything looked great. The shot was a success. So after all that spidery, risky rigging stress, I then finally posted it on Instagram and it got 400 views. It did better on TikTok though, so that's good. But anyway, if you've made it this far into the video, then thank you. You're obviously quite invested. I did learn quite a lot from this experience and that was kind of the point. I guess the point of this video is to say that like if you've had a specific shot in the back of your mind that you've been desperate to do, this is your sign to go out and do it because you will learn a lot from it. I learned that I have a friend who's willing to risk their life for an Instagram reel. He could have gotten eaten by spiders or something. And that my small rig magic arm is actually really, really secure. I didn't really have any doubts on that, but this feels like I put it, properly to the test. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe, and if you want to see the reel that this whole video was based around, then check out my Instagram. It's the first link in the description. I hope you found this video useful. I hope you found it enjoyable. Have a great rest of your day or evening, and I'll see you in the next video.